guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the Carpuride 702. It's Android Auto and CarPlay for your motorcycle with a 7-inch screen. It's a 7-inch high definition IPS screen. Supports wireless connection, so you can connect your headset and your phone equally at the same time. There's several ways you can connect this device to your headset, and we'll go through that later when we get the unit on the bike. So we'll go through the first impressions of looking at this unit and see what we think. The packaging is very good, well presented, came really fast in another box with padded inside, so again, like I say, well presented. So we'll have a quick look around, see if there's anything on the box that we can give you any information on. So on the side it's got Bluetooth, it's IP67 rated, TF card, voice control, music, and compatibility with dual Bluetooth. And it says on the other side, Carpuride weatherproof navigator, which is what you want for your motorcycle. On the other side there's a picture of a motorcycle attached on the handlebars. We'll look at various options at mounting this on the bike when we get to that stage. But just in this section we'll look at doing an unboxing and see what components we actually get in the box. And we'll look at the presentation of the box as well and see what sort of first impressions, first image we get of the box. So the box is fairly good, fairly well packaged. Let's see if we can get through the cover. And again, well protected on the inside, foam packed, with a foam insert where the unit sits into. So we'll take that out, and as you can see, as soon as you get into the main box, you take the foam off the top and you can see the Carpuride unit. So we'll pull the Carpuride unit out, and it comes pre-wired, so it's wired into the back with the loom connected to the hardwire section that goes on your motorbike. That section is fused, and the connection is waterproof on the gap in the middle. Ball mounted on the back, connected via a plate with 4 screws. It's got a sun visor cowl on the top. Feels premium in build. Doesn't feel flimsy or too plasticky. The screen has got a protector on at the moment, but even with the protector on, it looks a good quality, nice clear screen. So what we've got looking around the device, nothing on that side. We've got the import places on the other side now. I'm assuming one is for the SD card, and both of these are actually covered with weatherproof covers. So to get to the SD card, there's 2 little screws you're going to have to remove to get to the SD card. Put the SD card in and put the 2 screws back in. This is the power button, which is again a rubber covered power button that will make it waterproof while in use. The back of the unit is all screwed on with screws all the way around the edge, so it's not bonded with glue or anything like that. Some of the units are a complete unit where you can't actually get access into the unit, so I suppose if it did have to go back for repair under warranty, that's the way they would get into the unit and repair it. So let's have a look what else is in the box. What we'll try to do on this unboxing and initial review, we'll look at options for firing it up, not on the bike. If we can fire it up and just look at the quality of the screen, you get a spare fuse in the box, you get a bag of bits, you get a Carpuride manual, which goes through setting up and the different features. Just flick through this. This manual is completely in English, so I suppose if you requested it, you get a manual in your own native language. So that's all in English. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. You've got a small spanner in the box, yet to find out what that's for, but we'll investigate further. You get the mount that goes on the handlebar, which has got a fair bit of heft to it, so I imagine it's quite good quality. It seems to be billeted aluminium, it's not plastic. And we'll open that and have a further investigation, just to give you guys a definite appraisal. I'm not sure, guys, it could... No, it's definitely aluminium. It's definitely metal aluminium with the turnkey in the middle, spring loaded as well, so you can actually open it to a certain extent and just pop the ball in. Mounted on the handlebars with a spacer, 2 spacers on the nuts, a protection for the bars on both sides. Looks to be quite a good anodised black finish on that. Then we also get a separate bag, so I'm assuming this separate bag is going to be connection via USB, which it is. So you can see the waterproof connection that connects to the main loom that's already attached to the camera, so it goes back into shot. And you can see on the main part of the connection, which is pre-connected, you can undo that and you can use this section pretty much as I've talked about in other reviews. It's just a voltage reducer, so its output is 3.2 volts, 1000 milliamp, and the input is 5 volts, 5 amp. So it definitely reduces down, so it's going to reduce the charge down to what the unit requires. So that's basically it, guys. We can quick test this via a normal USB, so we'll probably do that and fire it up in a minute. But I'll stop this at this point, and if I'm able to power it up off a normal phone charger, I'll get back to you and show you how the screen looks before we do any wiring onto the bike and the review of the bike. So that's the initial impressions. Everything very good in the box, very well packaged. Came really quick, guys. Came within a week, I would say. So we'll get it fired up and look at the clarity of the screen. Okay, guys, we've got the unit powered up. We've powered it up from a standard phone charging cable via the cable that's shipped with it, and we're going to go for a connection on Bluetooth. So just check on my phone. Bluetooth is on, searching, and Carpuride. So you can see on the bottom of my phone now there's two settings. There's Carpuride Trans and Carpuride C46C51. Now the Trans is for transmit through an helmet device, so we'll try the other one to start with. And we'll go pair. We'll go allow. Now we'll check an iPlay. Oh. And you can see we're connected straight away, so we can come out of that. Allow CarPlay, sharing apps with your phone. CarPlay allows this car to quickly switch back to these apps in CarPlay. CarPlay will work without this, so you don't have to allow it, but we'll allow it so it can find all the apps that we've got compatible on the on my phone. Yeah, so we've got the original splash screen there. You get the split screen that you're probably familiar with on all these Carpuride and other CarPlay units. To get back to the main screen, you just click that. So you can see we've got car home. If you go back to car home, let's have a look what we've got now in settings. Language, English, restore factory settings, system version. So if you get an update, obviously the system version update will be there. We can go back home again at the top. We've got media and voice volume. We've got, that takes you back to CarPlay. So again at the top of the screen you've got options. If you're in the main screen and you're in your car home, several ways to get back. You can disconnect the Bluetooth, I would imagine, with that Bluetooth symbol, or maybe that's showing that Bluetooth is not connected to any audio output. Click on audio output, and we've got B-Trans or iPlay Auto. Now there are two ways to connect this. If you want to connect your phone directly to your headset, I've got a Cardo headset, so my iPhone is connected directly to my Cardo headset, and so you'd pick the iPlay Auto version, which is the top one. The BT Trans at the bottom. iPlay is connected, switch, temporary disconnect, you want to switch. Okay, so once you do that, you're coming off the BT Trans, which it was connected to before. It's now going to, if we go back to car home again, audio output, it's now showing that this phone, should I connect my Cardo headset, the phone will be directly connected to the headset and not directly to this head unit itself. So the standard configuration as it comes in the box is BT Trans, so it means that your phone is connected via the Carpuride headset, and your headset would be connected by the Carpuride as well. So there are two ways of connecting it. So yeah, fairly straightforward, guys. Back to the home screen again. Just excuse me, I was getting, I'm actually filming this on my phone, and I was getting a spam call coming through which got muted anyway. Yes, display off, you can turn the display off. Double tap on the display to turn it back on again, so it's quite handy if you're riding, you don't want the display on, turn it off. Phone, while iPlay is working, you cannot use Bluetooth devices. Your SD card, music. Okay, so the music and the phone section on this are actually turned off now because I've got it connected, or it would be connected, my phone would be directly connected to my headset and that'd be handling the calls, so I would imagine that disconnects it. If you go back and connect it the other way to BT Transmit, then you would have these functionality available to you. So let's look through the screens and see what we've got as standard on the device. So this is the main splash screen you get to initially when you fire it up. We've now got it connected to CarPlay. CarPlay first screen there, you can see we've got a few screens that have loaded with apps I've already got on my iPhone, so you can see everything that's compatible that's loaded in. So we'll try Siri straight away, so we want to try Siri to see compatibility. Siri, open Maps. Siri, open Google Maps. So you can see Siri is working through my phone at the moment. It will be working through my headset when we connect this. Siri, open YouTube Music. You can see straight away it opens music. You can ask Siri to play any track and it'll play it, but all these are tracks that are going to cause a knockback because they're copyrighted, so we won't play any of these tracks at the moment. We'll get some uncopyrighted music to test the headset when we put it on the bike. Siri, what time is it?
It's 17:11.
Siri, Siri, send a message. Send a message to Leslie.
Which app do you want to use?
WhatsApp.
What do you want to say to Leslie?
This is a test message.
Your WhatsApp message says, "This is a test message." Send it?
Send. Again, you can see we're having phone connection issues.
Uh-oh, something's wrong. Please try again.
Hey Siri, open Google Maps. So you can see it's quite responsive to use Siri to open different things on the head unit by speaking through the connection to the phone, which you would get if you were using this with your headset connected to the phone and then the phone connected to the head unit. Hey Siri, open Amazon Music. So you can see it's dependent on your phone signal and the strength of your phone signal using Siri to open apps and use apps. Once you've got mapping open, what it tends to do on your phone, it tends to buffer well ahead anyway. Or you can use downloaded preloaded maps, or you can use another mapping system. But yeah, all in all, guys, it functions really, really well. Touchscreen touchability is really smooth. There must be a way to get to change your brightness settings from in CarPlay, but I can't see it at the moment, but I'll investigate further. But the only way I can see it is car home and then brightness at the top of the screen. We're on the low set at the moment, but if you knock it up fully, it really is bright, so it goes up and down a fair way. You've got a graphic equalizer that has to be used if you're connecting directly to the Cardo unit with your phone and your headset. I would imagine this doesn't work if you're connecting your headset directly to your phone and then your phone to the Cardo, but again, we'll have a look at that. Loudless, standard. Yeah, all in all, pretty impressive off the bat. I say you can change the wallpapers on the fly. Well, we'll just turn it off and turn it on again and just see the response time to connect to CarPlay. Okay. So the unit's gone off. It's a long press on the button to turn the unit off, so we'll press it again. So the splash screen is Carpuride support at carpuride.com. Sound is playing from iPlay auto output, which means it's phone to headset and not phone to the unit. CarPlay straight away connected on my phone, it's straight away connected on the unit. So yeah, all in all, very good, guys. So guys, continuing on with the video, we've got the system Carpuride 702 mounted on the bike. We're mounted on the same arm inside as we had with the previous unit. We've used the same ball joint, but it's exactly the same setup. It just made fixing this to the vehicle a bit easier than changing the whole setup. It's the same arm, the same ball socket connection. We've got it connected into a USB socket via the voltage reducer for quick setup. You can wire it directly into the mains of the bike, but if you're going to be taking your unit off the bike on and off using a ball socket, I suggest you use this method because at least you can take the cables with you. So rather than keep on doing the waterproof connection on and off all the time and disconnecting everything, you can just unplug the USB cable, undo the ball joint, take it off and put it somewhere safe. That seems to be the best option with the Carpuride head unit. It's a shame that Carpuride don't make a quick release system the same as they do for the BMW bikes. It could be a generic system, it just needs pogo pins, something that we could clip this into with a quick release so we can leave the wiring and the rear mount on the bike. That's the only bugbear I can find with it at the moment. The screen on this is super bright, guys, so if we go into car home there and we go to you can see the brightness now is set on the lowest setting. And now because I live in Spain, we often have very high lux days, so it's really bright sunlight. A lot of systems you'll find that you cannot get a visible screen. So if I whack this up full, although it doesn't wash out on the screen, and we tap on the screen, it'll go to full brightness and very visible, very easy to read. We'll do a road test in a minute, we'll get out and test it. But yeah, all the features are pretty good. So we're on CarPlay at the moment. I've got a slight problem with the connection. You can see I've got a 1-bar 4G connection at the top. Some features will work by voice, others that need a connection to the internet, music, etc. are going to be a bit slower to connect, but we'll try the ones I know will connect. So this will do it directly through the phone, and in a minute we'll connect to the headset, try it. So we'll try it firstly, phone connected to head unit without the intercom in my helmet connected, so everything should come through the phone as opposed to anything else. So, hey Siri, open Google Maps. Hey Siri, open Apple Maps. So I've got my phone in front of me on the handlebars here, so you can see the sounds coming through that. Hey Siri, open Apple Music. Hey Siri, play this track.
Shuffling all songs from Apple Music.
Okay, Siri, stop.
There was a network problem getting... Okay, it's done. Right,
I've stopped that because this is one of the non-copyrighted songs I've got. So it's playing on there. It will work through voice. You can hear the music. It's actually coming out on my iPhone at the moment. But we're going to try this in a minute with a headset and see how we get on. So if you go back to the main screen, click on there. You've got your split screen. You can see playing now. You've got your voice connection and go for navigation. But you can do all these things over a voice connection directly from your headset, which we'll test in a minute. So all in all, seems clear, clean, vibrant screen, well mounted, sturdy. Nice that we have the visor on the top to give a bit of sun off. I'd advise you, if you're getting this unit, to tilt it slightly back on yourself so you don't get the light projecting down and up into your helmet. So if you have it facing towards you, you're going to get glare. If you have it facing slightly down like I've got it, should work better. So we'll get an helmet on and we'll do a short test ride on this to complete this video, and I'll give you my opinions at the end of the video. Okay guys, the road test part of this video. We're going to test the brightness of the screen in direct sunlight, and if I can pick up a decent phone signal, we'll test the Siri compatibility. You can see at the top at the moment I've just got 1 bar, it's not showing 3G or anything. Really, in fact it's just gone off. So we'll drive down the road and we'll look at the visibility first, and as soon as I pick up a good signal we'll do a voice test and test how good and how clean the screen works from voice commands. So everything should be coming through my headset. As I said previously when I did the unboxing, the connection I've got is my phone is connected to the head unit and my phone is connected to my helmet. So only one thing is directly connected to the head unit, and that's my phone. So the default setting for this is to have your phone connected to this and your helmet Bluetooth connected to this with 2 connections. I found with other headsets, and I've seen online and 2 different reviews, that gives a lot of interference because you're having to piggyback the signal around in a circle. Much better to have your helmet, leave it as normal. If you're using a Cardo helmet set or any helmet set, just leave a normal connection that you have to your phone, it's not a problem, and make sure your phone's connected to this and all the output will come through your headset. So we'll try it, we'll get moving, see if we pick up a signal. We've got 3G 2-bar signal. Again, stonking hot today guys, so we're not going to be going far. High of 41 with a weather warning in place for today and tomorrow. So any long-term journeys at the moment are out the question. So I'm just keeping an eye on the screen. Screen very, very bright. In fact, it's brighter than the original screen that DSX has on the bike. The clarity on the screen above is much crisper on the Carpuride unit. We'll get onto the road. The roads around here is shockingly bad, as I've mentioned in other videos. So we're picking up a bit of a better signal. We'll go a bit further on so we get on a smoother road, only because we might get some voice vibration. The unit is moving a bit on the stand it's on, but that's normal. It's connected to cross brace on the back of the windscreen, so we are getting some vibration. It can be connected in a much better way than that. This is purely for demonstration purposes. So we'll try and get off this rough stretch of road. You can see I'm avoiding all the potholes, and you may have seen on a few of my videos that I take the centre line. A few of you commented that I'm in the wrong position on the road. That's purely because of the state of the road. We rarely see traffic on these roads, and to be honest, each carriageway right and left is not really a full car width. Why they've got a white line down the centre of the road here, I don't really know. But the powers that be in the region that I live, that's the way it is. So yeah, we're picking up a bit of a better signal. So we'll try and play a YouTube music that's not copyrighted to add into this video. See if it plays now. Play National Sweetheart. So you can see guys, that's playing on the screen now. It's a royalty free track, so we're okay to play that, and you can see it worked pretty seamlessly when we got onto that. Hey Siri, load Apple Maps. So straight onto Apple Maps. And I'll try another one. Hey Siri, load Amazon Music. You can see we're straight onto Amazon Music. Hey Siri, load YouTube Music. And you can see it's aggregating my library. Each time you switch this on, it's going to pull your library back in again. So there we go, it's loading my library in, and all the tracks we can see there on the screen are copyrighted, so we won't play them. And again, we can go back to the one I know is not copyrighted. Siri, play National Sweetheart. And then we can go back to the main screen. Obviously you've got to reach over and do that, and you can have split screen, one screen, 2 screens. Very visible guys. It's a higher resolution and brightness than the previous unit I tested. You'll have to look back in my videos to check that one out. So yeah, I would say the quality of this unit from Carpuride is of a higher quality, higher screen resolution, and all-round functionality. The only caveat that I can see is the fact that you have to remove it from the ball mount as opposed to a quick release system, but I would give it a 10 out of 10 guys. It's a
A really nice screen. I'm getting no glare whatsoever off the screen. Very, very visible. Music's playing fine in my headset. And we'll get to the end of the road here, and I'll open Google Maps and I'll try and navigate back to our place. See what the navigation turn by turn seems like and how concise it is. We'll use Google Maps because that's my preferred mapping on this type of device. If I'm in the car, I tend to use Apple Maps. It depends where I am and what I'm doing, but we'll try Google Maps. The good thing on this CarPlay unit now, especially with Apple, is previously on a lot of Apple devices, iPhone, etc., it wouldn't integrate nicely with any Google products, so you would ask it to open Google Play Music or Google YouTube Music, Google Maps, and it wouldn't do that. It would say I can't do that. You know, you get an error message, but now obviously we can. Siri, open Google Maps. Navigate home. Right, okay, that's pretty quick, and that's popped up straight off a voice command. I didn't have to do anything with that. And it should redirect, hopefully pretty quickly. Right, okay, it's trying to take us. It's trying to take us on a full route right round. Siri, what's today's weather forecast? Okay, quite interesting that Google Maps and Siri were talking at the same time then. That's gone out of the way. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed, guys. It's pretty good run. Like you say, we're on a 40 kilometer per hour. Let's try it on Apple Maps. So, Siri, stop Google Maps. Okay. Right, you can see we've got to exit manually out of Google Maps. There are some caveats with using Google devices on Apple, so we can click and exit there. I don't advise doing any of this while you're driving, so we'll do that. It's only that I'm on a really quiet country lane. There's absolutely no one around, so we'll try Apple Maps, see if that's any better. So we'll pull over and just to be on the safe side. Open Apple Maps. Navigate home.
Getting directions to home.
Okay. Oof. Now that's crazy because that can't. Right, well that's not my home. So I'll have to have a look at Apple Maps later on and see what I've got plugged into there. Well, let's cancel that route. Cancel navigation. And let's put a search in. Okay. Okay, phone disconnected and reconnected. Now I wonder why that's now 6 minutes, so that is correct. So when I put in home before, it didn't want to take me to home, so we'll try it on this one. Proceed to the route. Right. Oh, my fault, guys. Side stand down. So that's going to reboot the system. We'll see how quickly it reboots. Sound being played from play auto output, and that's what I was telling you about previously. So it's come back on, the route's back on, and proceed to the route. So it's connected straight away and it's gone back to where we were. So even though it's disconnected, it's gone back. So we've got a 4G signal now. We'll head back. It's stonking hot, and I'll wind this up once I get back to our place. So guys, all in all, yeah, a pretty Pretty good head unit, very visible, very clear. The voice activated features work very, very well. So yeah, I'd like I said before, I'd give it a 10 out of 10 and thoroughly recommend buying this. The one good thing about the Carpuride, and I think I mentioned this in the unboxing, is that you do get backup. I mean, you've got as soon as you get the splash screen, you've got an email address, you've got a website. They do have a good backup service and customer service. It may take a few hours for them to get back in touch with you because of time differences, etc. But they're pretty good. If you have a problem and you need help, they'll send you a patch or a download to put on your device. And all in all, the service is pretty good. So you're paying for a few features over the budget CarPlay units you can buy on AliExpress. But as I've said previously, the budget versions you buy on AliExpress, there's no backup, there's no guarantee. Your unit goes dead after a month, 2 months, 3 months even, and that's it. You're pretty much looking to get a new unit. I believe this unit's got a 2-year guarantee. I'll double check that later and put it in the annotations if I'm wrong. You can see there's some vibration on the dash where I've got it, but that's purely down to the shocking state that these roads are on at the moment. So you've got several options to mount it. If you're on an adventure bike like I'm on at the moment, you've got plenty of real estate in front of you to mount it on. Other videos that I've had out testing Carpuride, CarPlay units in general, people have commented that my view in front is impeded. Well, it's not really, guys. The extension on the screen here, my eyesight is way over the top of that extension. My chin level comes to about here, so there's plenty of room down here to mount this. It's not a problem at all, and I can see more or less within a metre of the front of the wheel down on the road, so I've got full visibility. So all in all, very, very good. And the contrast on the screen is really surprising. So guys, I'm going to wrap this up here now. I'm going to get back. I'm going to put the bike back to bed and going to get back up to our place and maybe have a quick splash in the swimming pool to cool off. So guys, like I've said before, give me a like, give me a thumbs up. I'm going to put a link to this device in the links below where you can buy it directly from Carpuride without going through any middlemen. So you've got direct guarantee to them, you've got direct contact with them, and they'll see you right if you need any help or any help setting the device up. Pretty straightforward, guys. Just plug it into a USB, mount it on a bar, and away you go. Setup can be as little as 5 minutes from pulling out of the box. So simple to set up. Anyway guys, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, check out the link in the annotations below to this device, and subscribe to my channel. Press that notification bell. As I've said previously, it helps me out an awful lot, just gives me the incentive to make more videos for you. And yeah, this is a great addition to the 900 DSX. Ride safe guys, and peace out.